Dave Canales' introductory press conference has got me so excited. I know I said this about Frank Reich, but that was a fake excited compared to how I feel about Dave Canales. After listening to his and Dan Morgan's press conference yesterday, I feel so ready to get this offseason underway, and they both made something very clear that fans haven't heard in a long time. They were bringing the culture back to this team. They accepted the challenge ahead, which it is a challenge. Let's call it what it is. Nobody in their right mind would want to take on a 2-15 team to try and fix it with David Tepper as the owner. Dave Canales is risking the future of his NFL coaching career by taking this job, and he knows that. But he wants to make this team great, and he wants to prove that this risk was worth it, and I am here for it. I believe Dave Canales is the man that's going to be able to develop Bryce Young. He's young, he's got a lot of energy. I love it. He's going to develop Bryce Young into a QB that fans can be proud of and that the rest of the league can fear. Honestly, I expect this offense as a whole to get 20 times better from last year with Canales at the helm. He's going to be calling plays, and if we're able to fix the offensive line and get Bryce Young a true wide receiver one, which who knows, maybe that guy is Mike Evans, then I think this team has a legit offense. I have said it before. Canales has an adaptive scheme that fits to his players. He's going to tell Bryce Young to ball out like he did to prove that he was worthy of the #1 selection. But you may say, yeah, this offense might improve, but what about the defense? Isn't it going to be super weak? Canales has never been a head coach. All he's been is 1 year as an offensive coordinator and a quarterback coach. So what about the defense? And I am glad you asked about defense, because Ejiro Evero seems very likely to return to this team. All the head coaches have been filled. All those positions, all those vacancies that Evero was interviewing for and that he was rumored to get, all those have been filled, and he didn't get any of those jobs. So it seems really likely that he's returning to Carolina. And Canales has praised Evero since before taking this head coaching job. Canales realizes that Evero is a major piece of the puzzle. Our defense is the only reason we were even in games last year. This defense was hungry under Evero, and he gives me major Steve Wilkes vibes. Take that defense and slide it alongside with the improved Dave Canales offense with some fight, some swagger, some culture. Man, it will be an improved year. Now, I'm not going to get crazy like last year and say, oh, the Panthers are locks for the NFC South. They may win 10 or 11 games. But I'll say this. Anything is possible in the super weak NFC South. My expectations for Canales in year one aren't ridiculously high. I think at the most you see him win 6 or 7 games. But what I am way more concerned about is the development of Bryce Young. Everybody has wrote him off. They think he's a bust. He's too small. Yeah, I think Canales is going to prove everybody wrong on that. I know Dave Canales believes in this man. He said in his press conference, the reason this job was so attractive to him was Bryce Young. And he's been successful with every QB he's been given. Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, and Baker Mayfield all had career years with Canales as the quarterback coach or offensive coordinator. So my priority is making sure that Bryce Young is protected and that he improves. That's it. That's all I want. I also love the fact that David Tepper knows his role, or he appears to know his role. He knew the role in the press conference. The media asked him if he'd be taking questions in the press conference, and he said with a smirk, nah, I'm in the background now. And that's what I'm talking about, Mr. Tepper. You stay in the background, count your cash, let the football guys do the football work. This has been the problem for way too long since you took over the team. If you're actually going to stay out in the background, not get involved with the football work, I think that this will go so much smoother. I think the organization will be so much better. You don't know football. You are a businessman. So the fact that David Tepper's yeah, I'm in the background now, that's very promising. I don't want to say that we're back, but we're so back.